Guys, welcome to SK's Northwest Counties predictions. This is episode 3. I'm going to go over episode 2's predictions first. Bad day at the office for me, 2 right, 7 wrong. Had an absolute nightmare, rolled my hands up. We go again. Just shows how fast it can change really, because in the first episode I got 7 right and 2 wrong. And in the second one, 2 right, 7 wrong. But that's counties football for you, it's very difficult to predict. And that's why I really like it so much. There's just no givens whatsoever, and sometimes it's small margins in games. As I seen at a game that I went to watch on Saturday between ABA and Isle of Man, 0-0 at half time. Second half, ABA absolutely steamrolled them. Manager Saeed got everything bang on tactically, and I actually felt sorry for him because he can't put the ball in the net for the lads, and they're only 1-0 up after 80 minutes and should have been 5-0 up. Created 7 or 8 really good opportunities second half, didn't take them. Only took 1. Isle of Man went up the other end, counter attack, 1-1. ABA have a couple more chances, miss them, and Isle of Man counter attack 95th minute and score again, and they go home with a 2-1 win after being pasted, to be honest. But that's football for you. So yeah, I got that prediction wrong, as well as 6 others wrong. The only 2 predictions he actually got right was Main Road won 4-0, so well done Main Road. And the other local team, Droylsden, got a 2-0 home win against Squiresgate. So, up the Bloods. Other than that, I don't really need to go over the rest of them. I got them all badly wrong, and that's football for you. You're not always going to get it right. Nextly, I just want to talk about. Just want to go over my top 5 for the 3 divisions. I won't be mentioning this again after this occasion. It's just important to put it out there, so everyone's aware that I've not just made predictions in 8 months' time near the end. So in the Northwest Counties Prem, which is played over 46 games, we've got Padiham, Ramsbottom, Wythenshawe, Chadderton and West Didsbury. I will also be going over in a minute or so the 3 key players for these 5 clubs in my opinion. Obviously all of them have got 16, 18, 20 odd good players. That's why I'm putting them in the top 5 over the season. But I'm just going to pick 3 players out for each team that I think will be important from after I've named my top 5 Division 1 North and South, which I've mentioned previously. So in the North we've got Nelson, Darwin, Droylsden, Ulker, Old Boys and Magley. And in Division 1 South we've got Stafford Town, Sandbach, Runcorn Town, New Mills and Cheetah Nomads. Be interesting to see how many of them 15 teams end up in the top 5. Obviously there's 60 teams between the 3 divisions, and I fully believe at least 10 to 12 of them will be in the top 5 at the end. So we'll see how that develops. Next, like I just said, I'm going to move on to 3 key players now from the Northwest Counties Prem top 5 that I've selected. We'll start with, in no particular order, we'll start with Padiham. 3 key players for me are Joel Brownell, always a threat going forward, got assisting goals in him. Pa Jenkins, versatile and energetic, gives solid performances always. And Jack Price does all the basics well for a midfielder. It's very important, that central midfield role in the Counties League. 3 key players next are for Wythenshawe. You've got Sam Goodwin at the back, absolute Rolls Royce of a centre half. Great at playing out, wins everything in the air. Stephen Hewitt never looks in trouble in possession, and easily has one of the best and he's easily one of the best crossers of the ball in the division. He's just quality. And then the other one is Darius Palmer. He brings what I call the X factor, fast and direct winger. and if he's on it, the whole team are on it. Next, then moving on to West Didsbury's 3 key players for me are Ollie Martin, solid goalkeeper, one of the best in the division. Chris Rowney, experienced, played at an higher level, does all the basics well, and just all the simple short passes in the centre mid role. And then obviously Jordan Lathambry, one of the best scorers in the division. No doubt he'll score 30 plus again this season for him. Chadderton, 3 key players for me. I'm going to add an extra one into these. The 3 for him though, mainly for me, are Matty Crovers I think he's called. He wins tackles and headers, and he's got a ping and a half on him. He's good for a few quality goals every season. He's already had one already, I've seen it. Then you've got Lewis Byrne, the best goal scorer in this division, bar none, 100%. He's like a Jamie Vardy, really. Cool, calm and collected in front of goal. Goals thrown and just puts it in. He's absolutely cold in front of goal. Like, he's class. And then the other one is... Let's get to it one sec. It's Benito Lob. He scores all different types of goals. He's explosive. And he's got real quality about him. He scored a few goals already this season that I've seen where when the game's close, he's put the ball in the net and created something out of absolutely nothing. So, yeah, they're the 3 at Chadderton. And another lad I'd like to mention there is Adam Dale. He'll start some, come off the bench in some, but what he'll bring to their other 3 strikers is massive in terms of experience and motivation and that. So, yeah, I think Chadderton will be looking solid. And finally, Rams' bottom 3 key players for me are actually at the back. You've got Bradley Rose, quality goalkeeper. Then you've got Main Walder and Andrew Teague, 2 centre halves, just brilliant centre halves, win absolutely everything. And Ramsbottom will pick up at least 10 to 15 1-0 wins this season, where the defence and keeper have just been class and they've scored a goal, sat on the lead and seen the game out. So that's the key players that I wanted to mention. Just a quick recap. We've got Padiham, Joel Brownhill, Par Jenkins, Jack Price, Withenshaw, Sam Goodwin, Stephen Hewitt, Darius Palmer. West Didsbury, Ollie Martin, Chris Rowney, Jordan Lathambry. Chadderton, Matty Crovers, Lewis Byrne and Benito Lob. And Ramsbottom, Bradley Rose, Main Walder and Andrew Teague, who's the captain. I think he's also involved in the management and just an horrible centre half that knows exactly what he's doing. And yeah, that's my players that I've picked out from the 5 teams that I think will be in the top 5 from the end of the season. Next, I'm going to go over my 9 predictions for the weekend. Like I say, let's hope it's better than last week, because I've had an absolute mare there. Majority of these are FA Vars games. The odd one is a league game in respective divisions. So on Friday night, we've got 2 games. We've got FA Vars, Withenshaw versus Cheetah Nomads. Withenshaw will be too strong for them, I think. And in Division 1 North, we've got Daisy Hill versus Droylsden. I think Droylsden will carry on where they left off against Squiresgate, in which they won 2-0. So I'm backing a Droylsden away win there. They've got the number 1 goalkeeper back now, Jordan Latham, who does all the basics very well. He's good at getting the ball moving very fast from the back, and he'll be a massive asset having him back, especially with the signing of Manu at centre half, who's gone straight in on Saturday, and they've kept a clean sheet and won 2-0. So both of them players are clearly important. As I've already mentioned, killer in midfield, takes free kicks, corners, pens, energy. That's just an add-on, 3 players from another club in the lower division that I'll mention. So yeah, Friday night we've got Wivenshaw win and Droylsden win. Moving on to Saturday, we've got one North West Counties Prem game, Ramsbottom versus Isle of Man. Ramsbottom will be 2 direct from, and you always get away with like teams missing 9-10 chances like Abbey did at weekend. So I'll be going for a Ramsbottom home win there comfortably as well. And then the 6 Vars games on Saturday I'm going for Abbey versus Doncaster City. I'm going for Abbey to basically carry on where they left off, but just take more chances. They've got 2 quality centre halves for the division in Josh Dickin and Finlay Stanier. So I see nothing but a Abbey win. I'll stick my neck out. If they don't win this one, though, they won't be getting picked again. So yeah, Abbey home win there. 1874 Northwich versus Prestwich Hayes. I'm going to go for Prestwich Hayes away win. Got 2 very lively wingers. I've Prestwich Hayes and 2 twin brothers at the back that are solid for the division. So I'll go for Prestwich Hayes away win there. St Helens versus Penistone Church. Go for St Helens home win. Glossop versus Bacup. I'll go for Glossop home win. Padiham versus Sunderland RCA. I'll go for Padiham home win. Like I've said previously, no tougher place to go in the league than Padiham away. And then the final one I'm going for is, one sec, let me have a look. Nelson versus Alnwick Town. Nelson have had a bad start. They've lost 2 of the first 3 games in the league, but it's well documented. They've got a lot of money, and I think they'll turn it around and get an home win there. So we've got a Nelson home win, got an Abbey home win, Prestwich away win, St Helens home win, Glossop home win, Padiham home win, Burscough home win, and on the Friday Wivenshaw and Droylsden to win, with Wivenshaw being at home and Droylsden away. Hopefully I'll be back on the right track with, like I say, I'm always just looking for 5 out of 9 predictions. Anything over 50% is good for me. So let's see how it goes, guys, and good luck to all the teams in action this weekend, and hopefully I don't have a nightmare again. Cheers, guys. See you soon.